What is up, Mix Nation? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Mix 24/7 EDM All Access. If you don't know, my name is Syndee, and I have my sexy co-host Poetry in Motion with me. How you doing?
Oh, I'm turned up. Yeah, we got a special guest tonight. I'm really turned up.
We have a very special treat for you today. We are stoked to welcome powerhouse vocalist and very beautiful and talented DJ and producer Jess on the show. Thank you so much for joining Mix 24/7 EDM All Access. Jess, how you doing?
Oh, thank you so much for that beautiful introduction. I'm doing great. I'm very happy to be here, be talking with you.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you.
We're excited to have you on. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us. First question, first and foremost, do you have any plans for this weekend?
I am rehearsing this weekend, and I'm working. Actually, my weekends are like weekdays, unless I'm flying off somewhere. I'm actually going next week to perform in Russia, and so I'm preparing and I'm rehearsing throughout the weekend.
In Russia.
Mother Russia.
In Russia, in Moscow. But you know, that rehearsing and, you know, it's all playing, so it's good stuff.
Okay.
That's what's up.
That's right. Now tell our audience how you got into the music industry.
Well, I think I've always sort of been wanting to be in the arts and singing, and since I was really little. I mean, when I was 5, I was singing songs and making up songs, and I do come from, my mom's an artist, and she did a lot of theater and stuff, so I was always around it. And when I was about 14, I was going on auditions for commercials and different things, and in the trade papers, and I answered an ad for singers, writers, and I went to a studio and actually got to record something I had written. And after I heard that, you know, it was a dream, it seemed almost impossible that I got a song that I wrote recorded. So after I heard it, that was it. I really pursued it from that moment on 100%. So, you know, it's a long journey since then, but, you know, twists and turns, up and down, living different places, doing different things, working in studios. I did a lot of different things just to be around music all the time. And really just one thing led to another, you know. It's a domino effect in a way. I was working at a studio and met some other producers, and one of the songs really took off, and so the next thing I know, I was, you know, riding the wave, and I'm sort of still riding the wave.
Oh, yeah. Yes, you are. I mean, it's like you never rest. I was just curious. I'm like, when does Jess, just stop and breathe? Now, let me ask you real quick, Jess. If you had to sum up Jess, how would you describe your personal style?
My personal singing style, or just style in general?
Well, I'm gonna get to fashion. Trust me, that's on my radar. But no, we're talking about your music style.
Well, I think it's definitely changed a lot. I mean, I've always come from a very almost traditional in a way of writing. You know, I play piano. I write a lot of the things that you hear on piano and guitar, and but I've always been a little bit I love alternative type of music. I love trying to think a little bit outside of the box. I like edge. You know, I like character. I try to be individual. I try not to really just copy or imitate things. I try to just be myself and try to stay connected to that. It's hard sometimes because you have so much music and you're working with so many people, but just to kind of listen to your instinct to write and, you know, to keep yourself a little grounded in that. So, you know, I've gone through lots of different incarnations, I think, but I always try to keep that, you know, when I sit down and write something.
Is it really hard to kind of, I don't want to say keep up with the Jones, but yeah, just it seems like sometimes some artists have to reinvent themselves. You don't seem like you have to. It's like a golden classic, you know, it just instant hit every time you hear your vocals.
Well, I think I definitely, you know, it's hard, you know, what you see and what's actually going on. I do think you do have to sort of stay relevant, and especially in dance music, so much music every day. And now that we can all make music, you know, there's a lot more people making music.
That is true.
So I think, you have to sort of stay relevant. I think I feel like I always have to reinvent myself here and there, because it's very competitive and there's a lot of new people coming in and the business is changing every month. And so, you want to stay on top of things. But again, you want to write quality stuff and always cream rise to the top, in ways. So, for me, I think I'm always thinking about that for sure. You can't be in like sort of your bubble. You kind of have to move with the times, or else you're just moving away from them or staying where you began.
Oh yeah.
I agree. Well, I know you have a couple releases that you just put out, but I want to talk about one of your songs from before called "Awaken," and I want to bring this up because I remember Poetry in his BMW blasting that song constantly.
Well, yes. Well, let me. I'm kind of like we're doing a reverse interview here. But what inspired it is that at the time I was doing my photography and just freshly new to prior to being a published photographer. I noticed a big difference when I had put that song on, and the model just started moving in ways where it was just like, wow, this is magic, and it developed my style as a photographer, where it's like, hey, everything has to be upbeat, keep the just the energy going, and that song there, wow, it's like one of my all-time faves. Real talk.
Aw, thank you. That one, that was a really special song for me because I think I sort of was writing it for myself a little bit as well as trying to reach people. Because you get so caught up in everything. Everything becomes so important, and you start to lose sight of things and family, friends, people around you. Because you're so on that hamster wheel a little bit, especially at the time. And I also really liked that song because it was kind of written on guitar. It was more of a rock electronic song, the rocktronica.
Right.
And I remember I wrote it in the kitchen in New York.
That's awesome.
I just kind of was sort of talking to myself, and it's a very spiritual song. I think I was going through a lot of things at the time, and I was so happy at how many people really love that song. And I pushed it for a long time because you get a lot of no's before you get yeses, but the fans and people really, really took to it, and I love that because it is a spiritual song and it has hope in it, and people weren't turned off by that. They were interested in it, and I really felt good about it.
Oh, same here. I mean, because it's uplifting and it's everything what you just said.
That's right.
And
now, I know you have a couple other songs that you just released. Summer Chill remix and Hold On. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, the two, we released two chill outs. One's a little more 80s inspired Game Chasers remix, and the Koza chill out. And it's actually the last remix package to a song called Hold On, which has a couple of different versions. There were two remix packages. So, and it's a song that I did with these two friends and very talented guys from Lebanon that are my friends I've known for a long time. And they work so hard, and I believe in them. And I actually started a record label called Intonation. So it was our first release on that record label.
Okay. Now, is that Sean and Clint Maximus?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, how was it like working with them? Because I do like their music as well.
Yes. Well, they're really talented, really, really talented. And they certainly have an amazing work ethic like myself. So, and they're very determined and passionate. So I've known them for a long time because I performed in Lebanon many times. And they started producing. They were doing more DJing there, and they started producing, and they were sending me a lot of different things, and we started to work. Unfortunately, we didn't get to work in the studio together, which happened because many DJs and your collaborations are doing sort of over the internet sometimes. But we really had a great communication. They're very musical, and we just, went back and forth for a long time, and that's another song, that I really did very well. We had some other remixes. There's a Datum remix that did really well. All the big guys played it, so that really helped the song become very popular.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm now just finishing it off with Chill Out.
Awesome. Well, if you are just now tuning in, we are talking to the very talented and beautiful Jess.
Oh, yeah.
Jess, I know you have, we're going to skip ahead a little bit right now, but you have a radio show as well called Unleash the Beat. Now, how often can people tune into that, and where can people hear it?
Well, if you go to unleashthebeat.com, you can listen to all of the version, all the different, or actually a number, 100, I think I've done 155 episodes. It's an hour weekly show. And, I mean, it's syndicated to over 70 stations worldwide. And then it goes to the fans as well on Mixcloud. You can also get it on iTunes. You can subscribe as well there. So I have a lot of people that subscribe and get it every week. And when I'm late with the RSS feed, they get on my... So, but it's really, something I started as a monthly show, and it got really popular. People were very into it. It's got some mashups. I do some mashups under Taxi Girl, and it's got my pick of my favorite EDM tunes of the week that have come out, and some classic tracks of my own. And it's a lot of work. I do it every Monday, and it's been going well, though.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm going to definitely go on to her website and subscribe to her radio show as well. Don't miss a show. It's fantastic. I love it. Now I'm going to get a little serious on you, okay? I want to ask you, what is the biggest misconception about female DJs?
I think there's a lot of different types of female DJs. I don't think there's enough female DJs. I think you're seeing a little bit more. I'm not sure if there's misconception. I think it's hard, because there's way more male DJs. These sort of are the people that you see mostly, and there's a couple of really good ones. I think it's just that there's just not that as many. I know a lot of great women DJs. I don't think there's any difference between I see a lot of times the sexy female DJ, the one in the bikini or the one topless or something, and there's a lot of that as well. But
excuse it a little
bit. That you don't see as many.
Yeah. That is true. And at the end of the day, I've noticed, just to piggyback off what you were saying, there is so many talented female DJs. I'm not just saying the topless ones. All jokes aside. It's challenging. I think there's also, even for being a male DJ, one of the most important things is you've become more of an artist these days, and you have to be a producer, and you have a brand, you have a style, and something you represent. And I think the more producer and DJs, female DJs we have as well, that's always going to help our plate, and I see there's a lot of great ones out there now, and I think, it's just a matter of time, but it's definitely, the ratio is really off. Yeah, I mean, it is, but I think you're starting to see it evolve, and I think you will start to see more female DJs, because I do feel that it is accepted.
I'm a fan.
Oh, yes. I mean, we all are fans. Now, I know I had teased this earlier, Jess, when I said we're going to talk about your fashion game. We all know that your fashion game is on fleek, okay? So tell us, what goes into deciding which fashion to display for each of your performances?
Well, I've been really lucky because I've worked with a couple of amazing people here and there along the way who have helped me. It's really important that I'm comfortable.
Okay.
For a long time I had high heels on, and I don't know how I did it actually, because now I have a very large sneaker collection with lots of heels, sneakers, and things like that. I mean, I think for me, especially in dance music, you have to be really comfortable. I mean, I love to dress up. What woman doesn't? But I also work with a couple different designers, and I've been lucky enough to work with this woman, Maggie Berry, who does a lot of she's done Kesha and Lady Gaga. She's done Lady Anthony.
Hey, EDM Nation, don't go anywhere. Mix 24/7 EDM All Access will be right back after these messages.
Only at Vapor Kings will you find the largest selection of quality vaping products in town. Each of our convenient locations has a free tasting bar and knowledgeable staff who are all ex-smokers. Or shop online now at vaporkings.com. Choose from thousands of products and get what you need super fast. Either way, you'll love our unbeatable prices. Vapor Kings. Give up smoking. Start saving. Make the switch today.
Iconic Eye Media specializes in developing new brands, rebranding companies, and expanding established brands into new markets. Our full-service marketing approach specializes in brand identity development, public relations, advertising, and technology communications. Iconic Eye Media delivers a diverse experience with a passion which drives our clients forward. Exploring something different? Let our digital broadcasting work for you.
Mile High Wine and Spirits, we believe you should expect more and pay less. We are Colorado's finest purveyor of wines, spirits, and craft beers. Mile High makes any occasion special, from backyard barbecues to a memorable dinner party. We have the finest selection of craft beers and international wines. At Mile High Wine and Spirits, we believe in providing the finest products at the lowest prices every day. Located here in Lakewood in the heart of the Belmar Shopping Center. Mile High Wine and Spirits. Expect more.
The Colorado Ice is now the Colorado Crush. Get ready for 60 minutes of overtime. Reserve your season tickets today for the most exciting, action-packed, affordable, family fun entertainment in Colorado. Be there for all the big hits, big plays, and big fun. Starting at only $104. 8 home games, more promotions. Be part of the action and reserve your seats. Colorado Crush season tickets are on sale now. Get yours today.
Well, if you are just now tuning in, we are talking to the very talented and beautiful Jess.
Oh, yeah. I know I had teased this earlier, Jess, when I said we're going to talk about your fashion game. We all know that your fashion game is on fleek, okay? So tell us, what goes into deciding which fashion to display for each of your performances?
Well, I've been really lucky because I've worked with a couple of amazing people here and there along the way who have helped me. You know, it's really important that I'm comfortable.
Okay.
You know, for a long time I had high heels on and, you know, I don't know how I did it actually because now I have a very large sneaker collection with, you know, lots of heels, sneakers and things like that. I mean, I think for me, especially in dance music, you have to be really comfortable. I mean, I love to dress up. What woman doesn't? But I also work with a couple different designers, and I've been lucky enough to work with this woman, Maggie Berry, who does a lot of I mean, she's done Kesha and Lady Gaga, she's done Lady Antebellum, she does LMFMO, she does many different people.
Wow.
Yeah, that's that baller status.
And she has a lot of, she's so exciting to be around, and so we sit down, and I just am constantly looking at things, and I just pull anything I like. I go down fabrics, I pull stuff, and we work together. So she's really helped me because she is so talented. But, I mean, most importantly, I want to look sexy. I want to feel comfortable. I work out all the time. So, you know, I want to feel, like, empowered in what I wear. And most importantly, I think it's comfort and just being a little bit different. You know, I'm always trying to look for something. And some of my outfits, you know, they should be in, like, the hard rock or something. I want to auction them off. They only last for a certain amount of wears.
So you're telling me I would really enjoy raiding your closet, right? Because I'm a really good raider of closets.
My closet is like my apartment. I'm like, there's this things that, you know, many different, and I don't want to throw them away. That's the thing, because they're like little masterpieces, you know.
Okay, well, you've got to tell us. I'm going to move on a little bit, but you got to tell us, what is your guiltiest pleasure?
Oh, boy, my guiltiest pleasure.
It could be chocolate chip.
Probably. Cookies. I mean, I don't know if it's guilty, but I just love some. I'm not one for like relaxing in any sense.
Yeah, I can tell.
But I think just I love skiing and beautiful, you know, staying at beautiful like hilltop cabins, and just having a little time is really. I love horseback riding, and if I could just go away for a week and just ride a horse on the beach or something. That's probably my guilty pleasure. I know it's pretty vanilla, but
No, not at all.
but
You know what?
it's
You lost
the
me with the
cabin
snow
up
and the
at the top.
camping, but you gained me with the riding the horse on the beach. See, we're in Colorado, so we could ski any second we want to.
You can ski.
Ah.
Yeah, y'all can ski anytime you want to. You're talking to a city boy. Yeah, I don't go skiing.
But do you? I mean, whenever I go play and there's snow, I have been everywhere skiing in Colorado. It's just amazing. I just love skiing. I love skiing because it incorporates music, fashion, and you really don't think about anything else but getting down that hill. Mm-hmm. And it just kind of like, I am so happy, when I'm on top of the mountain and just, with friends. It's such a great atmosphere,
I believe you.
See, you're made to be here. Now, I've lived here all my life. I went skiing one time. I went to the top. I think I was on them for like 30 seconds and walked my butt back down the mountain and then went to the hot tub.
Yeah,
well, that's a good one, too.
oh yeah, I'm about the hot tub life. That's not a problem.
I'm about the hot tub, too.
Yeah, see, that's what's up. Now you got my wheels spinning, Jess, because I saw that on your website. This is what we're going to do, actually. I read on your website that you had this recipe for Jess baked coconut shrimp with honey lime, sriracha dipping sauce. Now, Jess, here's the deal. You're going to have to holler at your boy, because we're going to have to do some sort of a cook-off, and we need to get that in.
Right.
I'm going to have to come and make it for you.
That's what's up. Hey, there we go. I mean, we can even do a photo shoot, too. I mean, we'll just turn it all the way up.
It.
Absolutely.
I'm going to have to stay a couple of days, yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. Hey, I'm going to put that on my calendar. I haven't thought of a date yet, but we'll make that happen.
Well, it's funny because in my studio we have a kitchen as well. So I'll go, I'll take a break and then I'll go do something creative in the kitchen. And I love to cook because I have a blog called therockstardiet.com, and I want to work on it more. There's a lot of recipes on there, but I have to eat very healthy all the time. So I try to make these more decadent recipes as healthy and low calorie as I can, so I don't feel so deprived. So that's kind of how it started.
Wow, it was on point. Yeah. It's definitely on point.
That sounds delish. Okay, tell us what the craziest thing a fan has done to get your attention.
Ooh.
Oh boy. Well, I have one person that got my face on their arm.
Oh
wow.
Yeah, I have a couple of girls actually in Denver have my tattoo on their back, so I know that. And then I get a lot of videos and things from people every day.
Wow.
Hey, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I know I have a sort of a common name, but they've named their baby after me. They said they have.
Wow.
Seems like some things like that.
That's how you know you're on that other level. It's like, hey, wow. That's all I could keep saying.
When your
wow.
face is on people's backs, yeah, you on that other level.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, the arm tattoo, and also lots of lyrics on body parts and things like that. I've even put some on my Instagram. A lot of people love to get tattoos of the lyrics and things, but I get some amazing emails from people all over the world, all different types of people. And that's really what gets me, some of these emails are really incredible about, it's just amazing how music reaches, like, places you wouldn't even think,
Right.
And the type of people, all different ages, all different places, and how it's affected them, and I get some really beautiful things, and I have to say those letters are so inspiring, and, music business is hard, and you got to be very, just determined and keep going, but those letters really always help me.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no
Everybody
doubt.
keep those letters coming. I mean, she enjoys them.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I would be really inspired by that too. I mean, just to know where my voice or my music has hit people in different corners of the world and stuff like that. That's amazing.
It is.
Yeah, it really is. I never thought, I never really thought about any of it when I started. And, I never even thought, what kind of life is it? What kind of life am I going to have? Or, how hard it is. I just kind of took off blindly and kept on doing it. So that just sums it up in so many ways,
Well, I know you've worked with some of the biggest names, such as Tiesto, Armin van Buuren, Cascade, Barry Cornston, just tons more. I want to hear the funniest moment from any of those people.
Oh, my funniest moments.
Yeah.
I just recently posted something of Barry and I from many, many, many years ago when we first met, over 10 years ago. But that was a sweet picture. We look so cute and little. It's funny. I've traveled a lot with Tiesto and got to do lots of different things. How we were writing everything, and I think it was funny because I still was, I know him well, and he's very, very down to earth. But I remember he picked me up in his Aston Martin in Holland. He sped down the freeway, and I thought, wow, look at me. That was pretty cool. We went pretty fast. I travel a lot with Cosby Gate. We've had some great times. I just came back from Australia with them, and you just find yourself in some pretty cool situations. One of my favorite things ever happened was I was doing a show in Poland with Above and Beyond, and Tony from Above and Beyond. This was many years ago. It was 10,000 people, and we were we wanted to go out and dance. So we went out into the middle of everybody,
wow.
Just kind of and we just danced for an hour in the middle of everybody, and nobody, nobody even knew we were in there because there were so many people. But that was a really fun time,
That's crazy. Wow. And I bet the fans, they were just holy crap. Just because you don't see it that much when entertainers come down hey, we about to just go ahead and just turn up right along with you.
Right, exactly. It's just wonderful to be out. I always used to do that, even the Tiesto ones, go out in the crowd. You want to see it from the way everybody's seeing it. You never get it's such a different perspective.
That's totally what's up.
That's awesome. And just before we let you go, tell everybody where they can follow you, your social medias, your websites, everything.
My website is officialjes.com, and my Facebook is it's really funny. It's JES, JES official, one word. But you can get directed, to everywhere. Twitter is official_JES. Instagram is official JES. Best way is to go to my website, click on all the different buttons, because there's a lot of them.
No doubt.
There's a lot of information on your website. I love it. Your blog, your radio show, just everything has so much information. You are a very, very hardworking woman.
Yes.
Now, do you have any shout-outs or thank yous or anything that you would like to do?
Just shout out to all my friends in Denver there. Denver is my favorite places. My, really dear friends. My cousin lives in Denver, so I get all my family come out and party with me.
There we go.
That's
when
awesome.
I'm there, and I'm hopefully coming there soon. I'm planning something there to come very soon, so I'll be letting you all know. Hopefully it'll come out. But just want to say, how much I appreciate just the love I get, and I hope I really try to give it back, because we're sort of all in this together. So I definitely feel that, and I'm just very excited by being able to do music, and I can't really do that without all of you.
That's wonderful.
That is wonderful, and yes, we would love it to see you when you come out here. I actually have a couple shout-outs. I want to shout out KT and then Will from Hamerica, so for setting up the interview and getting us all on and getting us together. Having everybody hear more about Jess. We so appreciated you coming on with us tonight and taking the time out of your busy schedule. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and you too.
Thank you. Yes, it was a pleasure. I'm deeming you as the iconic one.
He's bowing right now.
Yeah, if you can see me, I am. I'm bowing, and of course, you're like a part of the Swag Monster Nation. If not,
That's
you're
right.
the queen. Yeah, no doubt.
Swag Monster Nation it is. Well, Jess, thank you so much. You have a wonderful weekend, and good luck in everything that you're doing. We'll be watching. Have a great night.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
I'll see you in Denver.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Bye-bye.
Okay. Oh, that was a lot of fun. And from me and Syndee, we out, kids. Peace.